So in this part, we're going to build box plots using the built-in templates with Excel. There's one box and whisker plot. Show you how to find that, how to use that. One way is just to use the data, and this is a form I would record the data in, like on each day, each data point, or each point which I'm collecting the data, which we've labeled M1, M2, M3, and then the measurements. So we'll do that, and then the second way we'll have to reorganize this data so Excel works with it better. And then we'll use a method where you build your own plot. That's how I got this one over here, using stacked columns plot. So first you would highlight the data, just the numbers. Go to Insert, and you can click on this little arrow here, the bottom right corner of Charts, to see all charts. And it tends to show you the recommended charts that it thinks you want to use. Go to all charts and you see all the different charts they offer, including templates that you've made yourself. We choose box and whisker. There's only one option. It shows up. Now it's got three colors. Let's change that first because it's not typical. You want to change the fill color. Choose the blue. It's a nice flat blue. It's the same as this blue here in the first one. And then we want to change the outline, and you would choose the darker blue. Same thing with this third one. Right click, click on fill, select the blue, and then the outline. Click on that, and then select the darker outline. Then they all look the same. And this is when, we'll stand back for a second and look at what we got. The X's mark the average points, and they got solid little circles marking the outliers. We have one down here on this. This is an axis label. We don't really want it. We can get rid of it one of two ways. One way is to hit delete, and that gets rid of that. And if we want some type of label, if we kind of trick the plot, go with legend, put it on the bottom, and then we change these series. So each one of these is a series, and they got different labels, and the default is series 1. So if you right click here, it'll give you this menu. We want select data. If you right click over here inside the chart box, select data is also there. It's just, the chart looks, the right click box looks a little different. Click on Series 1, Edit. You can see it's blinking in the series names. Click M1. Go to Series 2. You can see how it's changed it to M1 down here. Edit, M2. Series 3, Edit, M3. So the series name box is or the range box is the automatic selection, and that's it. And you could say you're done here. It's not perfect because M1 isn't directly underneath its box plot. M2 isn't. There's no way to fiddle with that unless you want to somehow lengthen the names with spaces. Maybe you could do that. If you came up here, put some spaces, it doesn't even fix it over here, so it doesn't even see it down here. So what we'd have to do is rearrange this data and use the same plot, and you'll see it jumps into a better shape, more like this one to the right. So to do that, you'll want just grab these actually let's do it this way. Grab day, select that, whenever that comes up, hit escape, Control C, and we're just going to pop it down here. And then we want to grab, and this is where we're going to put I'll call this set because it's the data set. And over here we're going to put the data. Here, the first ones we're going to do is M1. Now, if we were to grab N1 and use this little drag feature, it just increments it for us automatically. If you do Control C, shortcut for copy, and then Control V and paste. Okay. And then we're going to grab this data underneath M1, copy it, paste it down here. I would do copy instead of cut just to keep it in case you make a mistake. So we know we're going to want this again. Control C, paste it, and we're going to need it a third time. So now we've got all the days in there, and we're keeping that in case we start to play with the data and we lose sense of where we're at. M2, we're going to want to do this, copy that, put that in the 12 places. So bringing the days also tells us, how far down to go. Another way to get it to go to M3 is to grab it and drag it so it increments the number, and then you can copy it and paste it in there. Now we want to come up here and get the data. 2, copy it, paste it, M3, copy it, paste it. They're not all with a black line around the box. So to make it so I can relax and not get twitchy, just do that, and everything's got a black line around it. So this is the data, we got it in the right form. We don't need the day, so I'm going to go Control Shift and take me all the way to the bottom. To zoom out a little bit, it's got it all highlighted. I'm going to zoom back in to 100%. Now I got the data highlighted. I want to go get the Boxplot Whiskers. Click on that little down arrow, click All Charts, Box and Whisker. It's showing us the little preview window. Let's move it down here so we can compare apples. And now we got a better form. It's already, these are spread out a little better. Don't have to change anything. It's got the nice blue colors box plots tend to be in. It shows our outliers. Now the one thing about this is it's showing just 2 outliers, one for each data set. It's showing the outliers based on a certain formula, and it may not be the formula you want. So now the next thing to do is to build your own box plot using stacked columns. So that'll be done next.